remember when you smoked weed on Joe Rogan? Did you
Yeah,
get like a
one
lot of
puff,
backlash for that?
I did get a lot of backlash because it's like still federally illegal.
Yeah.
So no, it was pretty nutty actually. I had to, well, because so I had to have like random drug tests and stuff after that to prove that I'm not like a drug addict.
Really?
Yeah.
By who though? Who gives you the random
Even
drug
for
test?
weed?
The federal government, like because SpaceX has federal government contracts, so
Okay.
and it's still illegal federally. So like the SpaceX competitors were like, hey, look at it, why aren't you doing anything? Look at him smoking, just like brazenly smoking weed on Joe
So they
Rogan's
even
podcast.
drug test you for weed?
Yeah, the drug tested me for everything.
Okay.
So did you
that?
randomly?
Well,
like,
happy that it is.
I couldn't like it wasn't like pick a day because so there was like it's
Yeah.
like a whole year of random drug tests.
Did you just make that decision on the spot, or did you like know? Like
I
you
mean, I
must have
didn't
known
think-
you were gonna get some backlash, right?
I didn't think I'd get that much backlash. It's sort of like
I mean, I thought everyone thought it was cool as
Bro,
fuck. Like
if
that was
you-
the dopest
If
thing.
you follow
like,
Elon on Twitter,
yeah, I mean, the consequences for me and for SpaceX were actually not good because it's federally illegal and SpaceX has federal contracts, and then so unfortunately, it wasn't just me, but the whole company, all of SpaceX had to have random
You just
drug
laughed
tests.
it
Oh
off.
my god, bro, that's hilarious.
So I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize it would be this big of a deal.
Some people must have been sweating.
that's so funny. Just over
mean-
one joint. Like, did you have to like walk into a boardroom and everyone's just grilling you, and you're like,
yeah.
Yeah, no, it was like, I think to bear in mind, like, some people are still pretty uptight about these things.
I know.
Like
It's older people, right?
yeah, pretty much.
It didn't even look
think,
like you puffed on it.
Sorry?
It didn't even look like you were.
No,
like,
I didn't.
puffing
I'm
on
like
it.
not even. I don't even know how to smoke a joint. Obviously, you just look at me. I'm like have no joint smoking skills.
Yeah.
Or that's
But-
what you acted like on camera.
No, I mean seriously. I mean, I just I find weed's like not that good for productivity. So I'm like, well, I'm not gonna. As I do actually have to make the rockets work and the cars work and make the factories work and stuff. So, but yeah, I think like I think what we're seeing over time is that as younger people are elected to office, then they're more less uptight about sort of drugs and stuff. And you've seen like one state after another kind of like legalize marijuana. Some states, I think, mushrooms are legalized and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Seems like mushrooms is next.
They're decriminalizing them.
Starting to get in there.
I
Same
know
process as marijuana.
Cali did recently, I think.
Yeah, Colorado.
Yeah,
Washington.
Colorado,
Yeah.
Washington, I think.
yeah, it's like nobody's committing crimes on mushrooms.
No.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Are you in support in psychedelics?
Yeah,
You are?
I think like some of the psychedelics can be pretty helpful for like PTSD and like serious like psychological trauma and depression. And I'd say like my personal opinion is like psychedelics are like way better for treating depression than a lot of like the SSRIs and stuff that are given out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean like a lot of the sort of antidepressant drugs just turn you into a zombie.
They come from the ground too, right?
Which mushrooms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying like what? Well,
They're not in orbit, you know?
no, but I'm saying pills are coming from a lab, so it's like
Yeah, no. I mean, I think it's like necessarily that if something is like just something being natural or synthetic doesn't necessarily mean it's good or bad. Because
Sure.
you can say like arsenic is natural. It's like
Right.
an element on the periodic table.
Mhm.
So is cyanide, but this you don't want to have either of those two things.
right.
But they're totally natural. And in fact, there are mushrooms that are poisonous and will kill you.
Yeah.
So it's not like all mushrooms are good. I always thought like back in the old days, when they're trying to figure out which is the good mushroom, they're like,
Yeah.
What? Because some are
Why
poisonous.
don't you try that mushroom? Everybody like stands back, sees what happens.
Drops
Yeah, you
dead.
have a
Okay, that one's tasty. That one like makes you see visions, and this one kills you. Okay, better keep just make sure which is which.
you just gotta have a guy designated tester.
Yeah,
Just one of your
designated
boys like, yo,
tester.
dude, you go first.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So there's so many different types of mushrooms, and so and most mushrooms are just you can just eat them and they're fine, and then some mushrooms are have psychedelic and some kill you.
Yeah.
So.